Hey guys, Drew here. So behind me is a 2022 Ford Maverick Hybrid, and I'm here to tell you it is non-negotiable. It is the best automotive deal in the marketplace right now, and this is an automotive marketplace where it is virtually impossible, extremely difficult to find any type of deal on any newer vehicle. The Ford Maverick is a deal. And I'm going to tell you why. Not only is it the how insanely low price it is, but also it's actually an outstanding vehicle. And it's a vehicle you'd want to own. It's a vehicle you'd want to drive. It's a vehicle you'd want to rent on Turo because you know it's going to hold its value. And it's more practical. It's more efficient than many vehicles that are double the price. And let's talk about it. Let's jump in. All right, how cheap is the Ford Maverick? Very cheap, okay? Newsweek just made an article stating that the Ford Maverick is, factoring in inflation, it's actually cheaper than the original Model T, Ford's original creation. And if you know anything about automotive history, the Model T is largely regarded as the first affordable automobile due to the innovation of the assembly line. Ford created the assembly line and made automobiles affordable for regular Americans. They sold over 15 million Model Ts over a 19-year period, and the Maverick could transform some different things in the industry just like the Model T. So, but in order to compare on what kind of a deal it is, we have to compare, well, what else could we purchase for the same price? And so, hang tight. I'm going to dive in here. We're going to use, this is cars.com. Okay, let's compare it to any manufacturer's trucks out there. So let's look at, here's a search here. Within 150 miles from me, I found a total of 351 trucks priced within $20,000 to $25,000, okay? Now, I want to filter out all those overpriced trucks that are just a ripoff because we're looking for good deals. So I'm using here great deals. Forget fair deals, forget good deals. I narrow it down to great deals. There's 80 of them within 150 miles. Easily should be able to find something better and more comparable than this Maverick, right? Oh, I'm also using, let's see here, rear-wheel drive, because I don't want you to think that I'm slanting the scales here and comparing four-wheel drive. These are all two-wheel drive trucks, okay? Apples to apples, right? How about 2019 Frontier white work truck with 46,000 miles, $25,000. Okay, 2019 Chevy Colorado work truck, base, okay? 35,000 miles, which means it's the bumper-to-bumper warranty ends in 600 miles. $25,000, two-wheel drive, two doors, not even like an extended cab, barely. Another 18 Colorado with 61,000 miles, so no warranty, no powertrain warranty. $22,000, work truck. And a 2016 Dodge Ram, base, work truck, tradesman, $23,000, and it's 45,000 miles. Here's a Colorado 2019, 65,000 miles for $25,000. And as you can see, not bad vehicles, but if you can get a brand new truck, the warranty on this Maverick is a 3-year bumper-to-bumper, 5-year 60,000 miles, and 100,000 mile, 8-year warranty on all the powertrain and hybrid parts. So that begs the question. We know it's cheap. It's a cheap vehicle, right? So doesn't that mean it could be just a piece of junk? Maybe just a garbage vehicle. I mean, there's a lot of crappy vehicles that have been made over the years, right? Well, I mean, it could be. We don't know. It's not, but they've only been out for like a few weeks now. There's no way to tell. We'll find out. But as I dug into these, I find out it's got this 2.5 liter Atkinson cycle hybrid engine, which apparently is one of Ford's most reliable engines. They've been making it for quite a long time. They put it in the Escape Hybrid. And, you know, on different forums and stuff, it's pretty consistent that they'll go up to 200,000 miles pretty consistently. And many have gone up to 300,000 miles with not a lot of problems. In fact, it's extremely similar to the engine in the Toyota Camry and the Toyota RAV4, which is a 2.5 liter Atkinson cycle engine, and which are also some of the most reliable vehicles you know, out there, right? So, you know, this vehicle not only is it extremely cheap, but it could end up, we don't know yet, nobody knows, I can't see the future. They could have all kinds of problems with these vehicles, cutting costs in different ways, but it also could turn out to be a really reliable vehicle. Now, look, there's ways that Ford has cut costs on this truck and this vehicle. If you haven't watched Doug Demuro's video on the truck, I think you should. I encourage you to do that. I'll try to add that in the link below as well. But you know, they don't have, it doesn't have a plastic cover over the engine. Most of the new engines, you open it up and it's got like this kind of plastic cover with, says whatever the engine is, 3.6 or 2.5 or VTTI, all this stuff, right? It doesn't have that. If you take the seat behind, you know, the second row, if you like lay it down, there's no actual cover. There's just bare metal. It looks kind of weird, but nobody sees that anyway. So there's ways that they cut costs on the vehicle. But overall, I've really enjoyed this vehicle. Just in the last 2 weeks, I like 3 types of vehicles. Okay. I love vehicles that are unique, that are special, that are kind of, you know, new technology, new tech. I like that. I also like, you know, performance vehicles. I like vehicles that are quick, that are fast, that are fun, that are, you know, fun to drive. And then the third type of vehicle I really like are vehicles that are efficient. Some of my vehicles in the past that I've owned is the Volkswagen, original Volkswagen Jetta TDI. It was one of the first vehicles I could get 50 miles per gallon. And I'm cheap. I don't like spending money on gas, and so I like efficient vehicles. In fact, the Maverick reminds me a lot of the you know, the Tesla Model 3. And you're like, where's the connection there? Okay, I had one of the first Tesla Model 3s on the entire East Coast. I waited 2.5 years to get the car. And what was so cool about the car was not only was it insanely efficient, you know, even more efficient than a Toyota Prius, but it was also extremely quick, extremely fast. And it was faster than a sports car, and it was more efficient than a Prius, and it was like the combination of 2 worlds combined. It was just an outstanding vehicle. I had it for 3.5 years, almost 4 years, before I sold it just a couple months ago. The Maverick Hybrid, and it's almost like the battery, you know, when you drive it, obviously it's weird, it's quiet, but when you step on the gas, the battery, you know, will get you moving. And then when the engine kicks in, it's almost like a little turbocharger that gives you a little boost of, so it's fun, it's comfortable, but the vehicle gets up to 40 miles per gallon in the city. I've been averaging like around 36 to 38 miles per gallon. And it's become, you know, I have a whole fleet of vehicles here, and I enjoy driving this little truck around, you know, almost more than anything else I have. Now, look, the vehicle is not, it's not like my Range Rover. It's not extremely luxurious on the inside, but the interior is cool, it's unique, it's colorful, it's, you know, well designed. Ford's got like, they've measured all different types of, you know, cup holders that fit in the doors, and Yetis and all the most popular cup holders. They put a lot of like thought into this unique special interior, and it's really nice. In fact, I recently purchased a $42,000 Ford Bronco. And when I compare the interior to the Maverick to the Ford Bronco, the Bronco's nice interior. It's not bad, especially compared to a Jeep Wrangler. I think it's way better than a Jeep Wrangler. But when you look at the plastics and the rubbers in the vehicle, the Ford Maverick, even though it's like almost half the price, this one behind me I built out for around $24,000. And the interior, the plastics and the rubbers are just, they seem like a higher quality. They seem nicer than the Bronco. Now listen, this was not a surprise to me on the pricing on the truck. In fact, I did a video 5 months ago. It's entitled the $20,000 vehicle that you need to buy now. And of course, it was like my third video on the platform, so nobody actually saw it. But if you were one of like the 19 people who actually found the video, you know, I explained then that this vehicle is way underpriced. And in fact, you know, I said in that video that basically I could see the future on this truck, that there's going to be a lot of people interested, a lot of popularity, and you know, that Ford is not going to be able to make them fast enough. And I said that you know, dealers are going to start marking them up. Well, look, when I got my notice that my first truck had come in, I was in the middle of buying a house. It actually came in, you know, several weeks early. I told my dealership, I said, look, man, you gotta hold, just keep it tight for me. I gotta finish this deal, real estate deal I'm closing, and then I'll come in and pick it up. So in that week where they were sitting on the vehicle, holding the vehicle, by the time I got there to get it up, I found the sticker in the vehicle of a market adjustment of $7,500. And so, now obviously I didn't pay that, thank God. You know, if for some reason I backed out on the purchase, they were going to list this truck for $7,500 more than a markup from the MSRP on the vehicle. Everything I said was going to happen is happening. And look, all that to say this, that if you have a Ford Maverick on order, be patient. This is a great deal. This is the deal of the century. But be patient. If you got one on order and you have it, most likely you have it, you know, a dealer committed to a price of an MSRP, or then, you know, be patient. Wait for this truck. You're going to want it. It's a great vehicle. It could be a vehicle that's going to last a long time. It's super practical. You're going to love it. And if you don't have a vehicle ordered yet, right now Ford's backed up on it. They're saying they're not going to take any more orders till August of this year. But if I was in a position where, you know, maybe I could get by without didn't need a vehicle right away, I definitely would be waiting for Ford to reopen putting orders in, and I would order one as soon as I could. Even if they raise the price $1,000 or $1,500 or even $2,000, I think it's still an outstanding deal. And I don't think there's anything else on the market. If you compare it to the Honda Ridgeline and the Santa Fe or the Santa Cruz, the Hyundai Santa Cruz, both of those vehicles are like, you know, a comparable option vehicle is like $10,000 more than this truck. And so you really can't go wrong with a Ford Maverick. I think they're really going to hold their value well over the years. And that's important whether you're renting the vehicle on Turo like I do, or if you're keeping it for yourself. And I don't think you can go wrong. And if I've missed something and somehow, you know, this is not what I say it's going to be, put it in the comments. I'd like to hear why. Or I'd like to hear of another vehicle that's as good of a value as the Ford Maverick. All right, guys, until next time, I'm out, and thanks for tuning in.